Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Safe Space Between Us. I'm your host, Kieran, and we've got two of the lovely team members, Lee and Patricia. Hey, Lee,
Hello.
Patricia. Just before we check in, I do apologise. We were supposed to have a live breathing exercise by Nerrissa. Unfortunately, we've been let down, but our lovely Kerry, who is not on here, she's actually does meditation as a living and is a coach. So we have actually got a live session with us with Kerry's audio version going up soon as well. So please feel free to join in and then we can talk about the tools and stuff. So this episode we'll talk about the tools and what meditation and breathing exercise helps with. Just a quick one before we start. Patricia, how are you?
I'm very good. I have a very good relaxing day today, pampering myself.
Lovely. How did you pamper yourself?
I have a facial, I have my eyebrows done, I have my toes done, I have my nails done.
Good pampering's good. Lee, did you get your nails done?
No, not today. I hadn't polished the other day, so.
Yeah, I've actually got mine taken off today.
No,
I've got mine taken off.
They look all pretty now.
But what we do, we jump straight into it then because we've got a few on. So Kerry is actually the founder of Heal, Thrive, Empower. So a big thank you to Kerry. More thank you, Kerry. She obviously is a massive part of our voluntary team with a safe space between us. I think she's a bit shy to do it live at the moment, but we've got the audio. But Lee and Patricia and myself are going to go with it and we go straight into it and then we talk about it after, see how we feel after. So you ready, guys? If you're ready, people. Yeah?
Don't fall asleep, anyone.
Don't fall asleep. Right, are you ready?
Let's go.
Hello and welcome to my guided meditation,
Give me a thumbs up when you can hear it.
leading you into feeling relaxed, good and happy. My name's Carrie Moore and I am a healing transformation coach. Let's begin with meditation. Begin by finding a comfortable position, one that you can enjoy the meditation without falling asleep. You can choose to sit or lay down. Gently close your eyes and take a deep breath. And exhale when you feel ready. Continue to breathe in and out at a pace that feels comfortable for you. As best you can, relax your muscles with every breath that comes in and gets released. Take a moment to decide this and welcome the relaxation in a way that honours you. Breathe in, and when you're ready, let go, exhale and relax. Your body will naturally continue to relax on its own throughout this meditation. Take another deep breath and release and let go when you are ready. There is nowhere you have to be or anything that you have to do right now, but be here in this space, and all you have to do is relax, let go, and be here right now. Take another 3 deep breaths and release when you are ready at your own pace, feeling good and feeling comfortable. As you continue your breath, notice your body and any sensations within your body. If you notice any discomfort, tightness, tension, guide your breath to the area of your body, and in your mind see your breath helping that area move into peace and feeling relaxed. In your mind say, I let it go, I let it move, I choose to feel relaxed and at peace. Now repeat again, I let it go, I let it move, I choose to feel relaxed and at peace. Taking a few deep breaths as you allow your body to easily move into this with grace and ease. Feeling good, feeling comfortable. Now notice where in your body you feel good, happy or at peace. Now guide your breath to the area of your body that feels good, happy or at peace, and in your mind see your breath growing and expanding that area with more good, more happy and more peace. Feeling good, happy and at peace, breathe in and let go even more into this moment. Breathe in and feel more and more relaxed. In your mind say, I am choosing to feel better than before. I am choosing to feel good. I am choosing to feel happy. I am choosing to feel peace. I get to choose. Now we are going to go through some areas of your body, and each time an area of your body is given, take a deep breath and notice how your body naturally relaxes and feels good, peaceful and happy. Take a deep breath and bring your attention to your feet. Feel the good, feel the peace. Feel the happy moving through your feet. Take a deep breath and bring your attention to your lower legs. Feel the good. Feel the peace, feel the happy moving through your lower legs. Take a deep breath and bring your attention to your upper legs. Feel the good, feel the peace, feel the happy moving through your upper legs. Take a deep breath in and bring your attention to your hips and pelvic area. Feel the good, feel the peace, feel the happy moving through your hips and your pelvic area. Take a deep breath now and bring your attention to your heart and your chest. Feel the good, feel the peace, feel the happy moving through your heart and chest. Take a deep breath and bring your attention to your lower back. Feel the good, feel the peace, feel the happy moving through your lower and upper back. Now take a deep breath and bring your attention to your arms. Feel the good, feel the peace, Feel the happy moving through your arms. Take a deep breath and bring your attention to your throat. Feel the good, feel the peace. Feel the happy moving through your throat. Now take a deep breath and bring your attention to your face. Feel the good, feel the peace, feel the happy moving through your face. Now I want you to take a breath deep and bring your attention to your head. Feel the good, feel the peace, feel the happy moving through your upper head. You are now completely relaxed, comfortable, feeling good, peaceful and happy. Notice these wonderful feelings moving through your body. Enjoy these feelings, welcome them more into your day and into your days to follow. This is part of you. This will continue to be part of your moments and part of your days. Take a deep breath in and gently bring your attention to your body, gently wiggling your toes, knowing that these feelings of good, peace and happy will be part of the rest of the day and the days to come. Take a deep breath in as you gently wiggle your fingers, feeling good and better than before. Take a deep breath and move your head from side to side, feeling more awake and ready for the rest of the day. Taking in another deep breath as you let your body and mind return to full awareness. Feeling relaxed, good, peaceful, happy, and filled with energy. When you are ready, you can gently open your eyes. Thank you for listening to this meditation. Hello and welcome to my guided meditation, leading you into feeling relaxed, good and happy.
Okay, how you all feel?
I'm going to bed now.
Nice.
I'm going to bed now. I'll see you later. Wow.
To be fair, Carrie, and again, anyone who didn't see the beginning, the person who was supposed to come on unfortunately let us down, but Carrie is actually the owner and founder of Hill 5 Empower, and she does this for a living, and she has done this through an audio. But thank you so much, Carrie. Carrie, you got such a soothing voice. Thank you so much. No, but to be fair, ladies and gents, we'd be happy to post this with a background video. I think Lee's going to deal with this, and you can use it on a regular basis if I'm honest, I do breathing techniques, but I'm going to start using Kerry's one. I haven't done it really in a while, but morning, lunchtime, and evening, it does kind of help me. And I actually feel a bit. Is it me, or did you when it tells you, when it says feel your toes and feel? I actually felt it. Is it just me just saying? Yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
It's weird as well because I've not been one like meditation. I've heard about and stuff, but I've not been one to look into it. I've had to use it with other people during sessions and stuff, but I thought, oh, it ain't going to be for me. But listening to that, that's actually, I feel a lot lighter and I do feel a lot more relaxed. So it's something
at the start, I was trying not to laugh because I knew it was Kerry's voice.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it was Kerry's voice. Because it's Kerry's voice, I'm thinking, oh my God. But no, thank you. And there's people, Gina said it's lovely. I want to listen to this bedtime. Gina, what we'll do, we will make sure a video of this gets posted on our socials, Facebook, TikTok, and we leave it on our YouTube channel as well, so you can just listen to it all the time. And just
and the thing is, the more you do it, the deeper level you get into it. It's really, I mean, I have done it. I like a lot of meditation, and the more you do it, the more your brain gets into a deeper level. And stop laughing, please.
Yeah, Kerry has obviously watched us. She kept seeing you peeking, Kieran. Do you know what? It's because I couldn't at the beginning. I couldn't get, because it was Kerry's voice. And I was looking at Lee, and Lee was smirking as well with his eyes closed. Don't lie. Gina said she was lovely. Want to listen to her at bedtime. Yeah, just let us know what you think. And please, again, thank you to Kerry. But while we're on the topic of what helps with meditation, breathing and stuff, let's go around the room and feel free to comment as well. What kind of tools help you, Patricia? Obviously, you have fibromyalgia.
No, I got fibromyalgia, but I also got anxiety, depression, and through my domestic abuse, I got high PTSD, complex PTSD.
Yeah.
So I have to.
So, because you suffered with abuse and trauma and stuff like that as well, weren't you? So, what kind of things, like, obviously we spoke about journaling and other things, but what other kind of tools help you in your bad moment?
I mean, you know that I do Reiki. Yeah. So there is different tools with Reiki that is about how you canalize within your body what is happening in your brain. And when you get stressed out, or you get anxiety, or the PTSD starts to come, if you catch this finger, the little finger here, and you put your whole hand around it and press, when you are anxious, that brings you down.
There you go, everyone. There's another thing.
Because you start to concentrate in pressing against the finger, so whatever it is in your head, it starts to leave because you are concentrating on something else. It's a lot about, and there is another thing when you have anxiety that is about look around you and think about 5 things of different colors.
I've done that.
4 things with different letters, 3 things, and you go down, and because it is the same thing, because you are putting your brain away for what it is happening there, your brain completely goes down. But I watch a lot of Reiki because it is quite weird, but it's the way that they move their hands so slow, and it relaxes me because I'm concentrating on the way they move their hands and the way they speak really softly, like Carrie does. Yes.
There we go, everyone. Next session will be live with Patricia Reiki. Thank you, Patricia, for volunteering.
No, I only do it with my son. I don't do it with anybody else.
Don't worry, members. I'll persuade Patricia. We get that sorted. No, but I do say though, before we ask Lee, when I do these breathing techniques at home, like, people might watch this and laugh, and I did at the start of it, and obviously hearing your friend's voice is a bit weird. But with the breathing techniques that I do now, is my kids, my daughters join in with me, but obviously my missus and the boys laugh at me sometimes. But I have to say, once you get used to it and keep at it, it does bloody help. It does bloody help. And to those listening, again, we will put a video of this with a nice sleepy background, and with Kerry's audio, and use it, and let's keep up to date and see how Kerry's video goes. But Lee, what kind of, apart from like journaling and stuff like that, what kind of other tools do you use that help you?
Music. So my go-to song is Smooth by Santino and Rob Thomas, because it's like a bit carnival-y and vibrant and loud and loads of different instruments. I love guitar music as well. So anything that's played on a guitar, anything acoustic or anything like that seems to change my mood. And also, a thing I found to do as well was write a list of things that make me feel negative, a list of things that make me feel happy, and then link when I'm in a negative mood, what happy thing I could do when I'm feeling sad. So like I said, feeling sad, I would listen to music. If I'm feeling angry, I'd go for a walk. So it's linking positive actions with negative feelings. I find that tends to help me out as well.
So basically,
music.
Sorry. Basically, you think of me to be happy, yeah, Lee?
Yeah, exactly. on my mind all day.
Because there is a thing that I read before about the music releasing the dopamine within your brain and all that. And because when I'm having a lot of pain, and I have one of those days when it's like, I can't be bothered, you know what I mean? Because it's like yesterday, I got up and I have loads to do, but I was like, I can't be bothered. I just put my headphones on, got dressed, got out of the house, put Metallica on. I'm sorry, but I put Metallica on and just keep going, you know, because it's the rock music that makes me go zoom and just keep moving, and you know.
See, with me, there's people might laugh, but there's Britney Spears' "Every Time" song. I don't know if you've heard it. That's my relaxing song. I find it quite emotional, but it also relaxes me a lot.
I think that's the only thing. The really music you've got to watch. Yeah, you've got to watch with music, because some music can trigger certain moods. So obviously, like when my granddad died, Danny Boy, because we was Irish, so every time I hear Danny Boy, that makes me want to cry, because that reminded me. So I think you've got to be careful with the song choice for what mood you want to be in when you're picking your song choices.
Yeah, with me, Kerry, what song? One of her best ones, Britney Spears. Yeah, like for me, because I read a lot of Britney Spears only because the mental health side, the things she's been through and stuff like that, and I really feel for the lady, like I really do.
Yes.
And this song, every time she personally writ herself, like I think it's about love and stuff like that, but it really relaxes me. Like I've sat here with the family behind me, and I don't realise I'm singing, but as soon as I finish, I feel a bit more energised. I'll post it into the comments and stuff like the link, but
you like Barbie Girl as well.
Yeah, and but what I wanted to say though, guys, is for me, I think having this, not just us, but a support group, is going to be needed bigger than ever. Because I don't know, like I read into things, and listen, some of it might be conspiracies, etc., and stuff like that. But there's a lot going on in the world at the moment where I just think we need each other. We need to be able to talk about our feelings. We need to talk about being supportive. And I know you guys have been massive supportive for me, because obviously my partner miscarried. We're getting kicked out of our house, and we got to move out. We've got nowhere to live, and you guys have been very supportive as a team, and I do appreciate it. So I do say that we do all have all our own personal stuff, and Patricia has had loads of personal stuff going on in her life. I know Lee has, I know Kerry has, and that. And we try and, like, even though I'm moody and I go out the team a lot regularly, but it's just because I want to save space to do well. But it's just, I think for now, we need each other more than ever. And any members listening there, we are here for you. And hopefully you'll be there for us as well. Because there's a lot going on in the world. Like there's a lot of scaremongering going on. Like you turn Sky News and they're talking about aliens, like aliens and that. No, but it could scare people. It could scare people.
Yeah, 100%.
And things I've read into, and listen, it might be conspiracy theories, and I'm not going to scare people. It's what could be happening over the next couple of years. 15-minute cities they're talking about, and stuff like that. And there's a lot going on in the world where I think, you know what, we need each other. Like the governments, the councils and stuff don't really give a shit about us. We're just numbers to each other. And I think we, as a community worldwide, we need to be there for each other more and more. And things like these meditations, things I think will help us and as members massively more and more. Unfortunately, we still get, and I'm sure members out there still think, these lot chat shit, these lot, mental health is just a mental health thing. I don't need to worry about it. I was talking to a lovely neighbour earlier, and we were both talking about this topic of mental health. He's joined a safe space, and he said, just following, watching, and he said, but there's too many households who lock themselves behind. Once they're behind a closed door, they think they don't care about what's going on in the world. They don't care. They think mental health's not serious. And I used to think that. I used to think my kids are fine. They're not fine. But then when things triggers, you see little things in your kids and think, are they okay? We shouldn't be that too. What's that word, guys? Too. What's the word when you're too? Like you don't want to believe it. No, you're like too proud. You don't want to be proud, or you don't want to be too proud and think, oh, mental health. Mental health. Where we talk about mental health is anxiety, depression, PTSD. Disability can cause mental health stuff. Illnesses can cause mental health stuff. And it's not just like people think mental health is like cuckoo. No, it's not. Mental health in general is, I think we're all in the queue. We're all going to suffer in one way. We all suffer with anxiety. We all suffer with depression. And the way the world is going, we're going to need each other more and more, and we just need to say, yeah, you know what, let's go along with it and try these meditations, try these coming on the podcast and stuff like that. It don't have to be here, be anywhere. But safe space between us, I will say we're the most uniqueness. We're a podcast, we're a support group, we're signposts, we do a lot. So I think there's only one kind of us, and happily that we big things are going to happen over the next month or two. But Lee, what? Obviously, music. You said about music helps you and stuff. Have you ever tried stuff like yoga or anything? Because I haven't, and I know the ladies might have, but have you?
I only have through work, because we've had yoga teachers come in to teach a session, so you have to join in with the students, because if you're not joining in, they won't. But again, I weren't open to it, because at the time, as when we spoke, when we did our episode, I didn't believe I had mental health. It's not until sort of linking up with this group that I realised actually I need to open my mind more to things, because it's the old stigma of being a bloke and I'll just get through it. So I can see the benefits of yoga. Obviously, I'm not flexible enough to try and do the advanced stuff or anything like that, but I can see the benefits, and the students I worked with when we had the yoga teacher, and they seem to love it. So I think it's a positive thing.
And that's good. I just want to say well done to, is it your school that you're working with at that?
It was the school I worked at before.
Oh, shout out to the school before Lee worked at, because that's brilliant. That schools
really good.
Bringing that in, because with me, if I'm introduced to yoga for the first time, I'll become a lucky little kid. I think it's funny a lot.
Yeah.
And at least if we educate our children in these kind of exercises now, they get that laughing thing out of the system done with, and then they realise the benefits. So that's really good. Well done to that school. Patricia, obviously, I think you've done it. What's the benefits for you?
For me, I mean, half of the stuff that they do, I cannot do it because of my health problem, right? But I did it in the Nerrissa Sports Center for a whole year. And even if I couldn't do half of the stuff, the actual stuff that I could do, I came out of there with my head so clear. It was almost like I have gone there, you know, because I normally went after I was working for 12 hours in the hospital, and I went there with my head full, you know, like a pressure cooker, and I will come out and everything will be gone. And it was really, really good. I mean, I did found a thing on YouTube, and I was doing it at home with my son every day.
And that's what I'm saying, because that's like I've never heard anyone since this platform. I've not heard anyone say a negative thing about yoga. And they say the same thing that you've said, but it's just I just think maybe it's because of man thing. I know men do it, but I'm finding the time and the place. Maybe we need to do more lives so we can all do it and stuff, because then we have to do it. And just going forward, I know we are looking to do more of these meditation, breathing, yoga things more live into the podcast. So maybe we can do these kind of things on a regular basis before a podcast or after the end of an episode, and anyone who wants to join in to do it and stuff like that. But Gina has commented, I think we would conversation with just something. We do need each other. So easy to go down that rabbit hole, especially when you get too much time to think. And that's the thing, Gina. I totally agree with her. Like, even when I'm sitting on public transport, what does your mind do? Your mind thinks, overthinks. When you're in a queue in a shopping, say you're in a big hour queue in Asda's or something, right? Your brain thinks. Yeah, your brain thinks. Watching TV, I could sit there thinking, and you're totally right. We've got too much time to think. And in 2023, I just think we need more people to come forward. Listen, you don't have to tell your story. If you want to tell your story, I promise you, it takes a lot of weight off your shoulders, and it opens a lot of doors. We've got many professionals in our group who may be silent, but they do follow and stuff like that. But we're gonna do much more of this. I think it's a great session what Kerry put together. So thank you, Kerry. But before, like, we've still got a few minutes on that. Patricia, what kind of stuff has affected you this week, and how have you overcome it?
You don't really want to go there. But no,
there's a list, ladies and gentlemen. There's a list.
No. On Tuesday, I was stressed out to no end because I was going to the hospital on Wednesday for my results. So Tuesday was really bad because I was going to have the results of my cancer treatment and if it's been working or not and what have you. And Tuesday, you would have said to me hello and I would have bite you on the head. I would have, it's like, leave me, you know what I mean? Because I was in that place on my head where, I just, But then when I went to the hospital and I went on Wednesday and they told me that I'm being cleared of cancer for nearly a year, all that anger dissipated,
Yeah. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And I must say that when I was having, because I have had cancer a few times, but every single time I have gone through the chemotherapy and everything else, I have done meditation and I have done stuff like that. Because when you have a chemotherapy, the stuff that gives to your body, like the being sick, all of that, yeah. The actual meditation helped me not being sick as much, and to don't have the anxiety of I have to go for chemotherapy again, that kind of. So it helps for a lot of stuff.
So again, ladies and gents, I think just say congratulations, well done to Patricia. Is it a year now clear of throat cancer, lung cancer?
11 months and 1 week.
11 months, congratulations, well done. And obviously, Patricia's been through abuse, trauma and stuff like that, and obviously anxiety, depression, and so imagine all that kind of stuff she had to deal with. Lee, what kind of things have you had to overcome this week, and how have you dealt with it?
So, yesterday my wife had a seizure, first one in a couple of months. So that sort of set my anxiety off, especially last night, like going to check on her every couple of hours, make sure she's still with us. Because that's what happens. As soon as one of those happens, it just goes in through my head. I'm getting over it, I'd say, because usually when these happen, it takes me 2 or 3 days to then calm down on edge. I think I wind her up sometimes because every 5 minutes I'm like, you right? You okay? How you feeling? Like, and she's just like, if something was wrong, I'd let you know I feel fine. But in my head, I'm just overthinking it. So, to be honest, the breathing stuff tonight, that's quite helped relax me. I feel a lot more calmer tonight than I did before we started. So, that's quite good. So I might listen to that when I make the video later. I might watch it again before I go to bed, just to give me a chance to wind down before bed, I think. Because I think, as I said, my mind just goes into overdrive for a couple of days when this happened. So
No, I get you, and that's what I say. Like this kind of meditation what Kerry done, and those out there, you can just do when you're laying in bed, put your headphones in, close your eyes, and and hope Claire's okay, as Kerry has just put as well. Send her our love as well. With me this week,
you must know. 1 second, Carrie. You must know that you have sent my cats to sleep. Both of them asleep.
both asleep. Yeah, with me, I haven't dealt with things well this week, to be honest. Obviously, still going on about the miscarriage. Summer holidays, nothing planned. We are supposed to be moving soon. Got nowhere to live at the moment. We bought a pram, got scammed. So one thing after other. Emma's had rashes over her and hasn't been to the doctors or anything as of yet, but she's been in pain. Just one. And then one twin and Violet clashed heads today, and Violet's got a bloody black eye. It would be. I'd love to share soon, guys, but I'm crap with stuff. Yeah, Gina, I would love to share soon, guys, but I'm crap with this stuff if it's easy for me to go live. I mean, Gina, what we can do, we can arrange to talk you through it, how to set up, but basically all it is a link I'll send you, and you click it, and you basically join. Whenever you're ready, communicate with Kerry, and she has sent you an email, I think, and it'd be from that email. Or send us an email now and we get it sorted. Members come first, so we can delay other podcasts we've got scheduled and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the kind of week I've had. And again, this meditation kind of helped, and I will listen to it. That's a certain, again, tonight in bed. But again, you're going to laugh, and I'll post it every time by Britney Spears. I do listen to it every night in bed. Patricia try and hold in a laugh. But to be fair though, I've done a lot of research on Britney Spears, for example, and it's a similar the way she's been treated and stuff like that, and it's like disgusting. It's disgusting. And to be fair, us the public don't help the abuse. And do you know the Instagram she was bringing up? You know, loads of Instagrams with her doing crazy stuff back in the day, like weeks, months ago. You know, it was actually her. You know, it weren't her. Someone, if you look, if I'll send you a video, guys, used to especially.
It's someone that looks like her, isn't it?
Someone that it's someone completely different. They AI her face. There's a clip because once she turns and the AI don't follow the whole body, it only follows the face. You see the completely different face. Yeah. Have you seen it, Lee? Yeah, it's not even her.
All that type of stuff, no.
So they've been trying
to as well.
Make her look idiot.
I heard about an AI scam where they phone people, they clone people's parents' voice and say your child's about to had a car crash and stuff. Off the world of AI, like obviously as technology goes on, that the scammers then jump on things straight away. So with AIs.
You're welcome, Gina. Sorry, Lee. Gina's okay. Cool. Thank you, guys. Loving this reel. Anytime, Gina. Like you say, I think more people need to come on and tell their story. As we quickly go, last couple of minutes, scatter through our stories, which we've already done a podcast. Patricia, you ain't actually had the full podcast to yourself. I've been waiting for your one. A quick one. It's short, 2 minutes each. So my story was at 14, I was sexually abused by a football coach. Kept quiet by people for a long time. Then early last year, I bumped into a guy. He knew who I was. I knew who I was. At the same rough time, and before I talk about the rest, every now and again, I use cocaine as a recreational drug. Once in a blue moon, go night clubbing and stuff like that. I did do it. But last year, I then got ill with sarcoidosis, which is, I've not really spoken about my illness, is lumps on my lymph nodes. It goes out into my outer body and into my joints. So I'm on steroids and methotrexate for life. I've actually got a 2-hour PET scan next week because they feel it's inflamed around my heart and stuff. So they're doing a full body check to see where it's inflamed. So during that, I got that. Then I had three pieces of skin cut out. One of them was cancerous. Then what else happened? Found out my dad was living a double life. Got two sisters elsewhere. So all that built up. I relived what happened to me as a child. I tried to speak to so-called circles, family and stuff. Their answer was man up, man up, man up. I just felt myself changing. I ended up trying an overdose in October. I took £3,000 worth of cocaine and about 42 tablets. Ended up in hospital. Thankfully, I got through it. I was in hospital for a few days. And it got so bad where social services got involved because they found out I was doing cocaine around the kids and stuff. So I nearly lost my children, and my wife basically said, enough's enough, you need to take the help I'm trying to find you. Realised my circle wasn't good enough. Had to deal with my PTSD and the abuse I dealt with, so I had lots of counselling, still do, still have things going on in my life where it affects me. But yeah, I haven't drank since last year, December. So is that 6 months clean? Not long, but it's 6 months. But yeah, so that's a quick short story of mine. Patricia, quick short story of yours.
Well, I was the fourth in my house. You know, I have two brothers and one sister. My mom only wanted 3 children. So I was always very aware that I was the not wanting one. And my mom was very narcissistic. So the mental abuse, the hitting, the whatever, it was always directed to me. And, you know, I grew up having to be who I was expected to be, not who I was, because that's the family I grew up in. By the time I was 26, I have to leave Spain because if I even leave, I was going to kill myself. That's exactly why I am in the UK. Then I started to choose men that equal my mother because that's the only thing I could relate to. And the men I have gone with, it was almost like a drug. I will have one that was bad, but the next one had to be worse, and the next one had to be worse. So by the last one, it was really bad, but we will do that in the podcast because it's too much. And, you know, I had a lot of illnesses. I got fibromyalgia, I got a problem in my heart, I got PTSD, I got this, I got that, blah, blah, blah. My family are a bunch of enablers. So I cut off my brothers completely. My mom is got Alzheimer's now, so I see it as karma. But with my brother, my sister is happy birthday, happy Christmas, blah, blah, blah. With my father, I don't speak much because since my mom is got ill, he has picked up the baton. So now he's the one, you know. So for my own mental health or for my son's own mental health, I have to separate the things. I cannot, you know. I haven't gone home in I don't know how long, but as far as I'm concerned, my friends that are being there for me all the time and they have supported me, those are my family.
Yeah, no, I agree. And we will get you on when you're ready. You just tell me and we say, oh, Patricia, email Kerry at Safe Space to take us on. No, even though we've got our own WhatsApp group. But Lee, yeah, quick story about, I know you've done a podcast with me, we just got you on board. Just quick one, run through your struggles with mental health.
Yeah, so when I was 9, my mum left in the middle of the night, no word or anything like that, so that for about 6 months. So I think I turned a lot to alcohol, dabbled a bit in drugs between the age of 15 and 22. Didn't realise I had mental health issues with that until I was older because I just believed I liked to have a good time. But looking back now, I realised I was trying to escape from something. My dad remarried with a stepfamily. My stepbrother died of a drug overdose. So obviously that affected me a bit. I then met my wife. We had 2 children. She suffered with postnatal depression with both children. So we went through that. Then in 2019, she had a miscarriage. And then in 2020, she suffered a major stroke, went into heart failure, diabetes, epilepsy. So I've been dealing with the recovery from that. that made me question a lot of things, like, which I was beating myself up about, because it was like, am I ready to sign up for this new life? Should I hang around here? Am I cut out for this? So I had to question myself a lot, which caused me to get angry with myself, which really affected my mental health. So again, I returned to counselling. They really helped me out and stuff. And we just get through each day as it comes now. So...
Thank you both of you. Well, thank you to all of us. The reason we just wanted to share run through is me and Lee have told our story on our podcast, and you can find on YouTube and stuff. But it just shows that we go through stuff, and this is why a safe space between us was created, because I went through all that. I found it hard. Who do I search for? Who do I look for? Because when I Google something, hundreds come up. So the whole point of a safe space between us is we will take that pain away from you. You tell us, I'm suffering with anxiety, for example. I live in Houston, Texas. Let's just say Houston, Texas. And we will go and find you the best, ideally free local services that can support you, but also befriend you, be support and help you with the tools, and be there for chat as well and stuff like that. I do want to say to members out there who we have supported, I hope you're well and hope everyone's well, but also to members who we have continued to kind of support, you have to want to take the support. There is many people out there, which it took me months to want the support, but many people out there saying, I want support. You need to write the list and what's the main important thing for you. And even though for my situation, it was, I don't want to lose Emma and the kids, but how was I going to fix that? It was
drink and drugs.
First thing was the drink and drugs. Stop the drinks and drugs and the abuse I had when I was a child, right? So it's drink and drugs, go and deal with that. But at the same time, I had to deal with the trauma because it was still affecting me. So we need to realise what's affecting me, what's making me feel like this. Drink, we can all love drink. Yeah, and I'm not saying everyone should drink. Drink is dangerous. It changes your moods. We can all be happy, but when you go to bed, you might be thinking, dwelling and stuff like that. And at the same time, I think we all have a unique story to tell. If you sit down and actually think, what have I been through in life? And I've heard so many stories. I think we've had about 50, 60 podcasts since we started in 4 months. And the amount of stories I've listened to it, and I've realised, whoa, like, there's people gone through much more than you can. And it makes you want to help people. And this is what my healing process, people diss me in my community, and I'm not going to go there to what's happened to me in my community, but people diss me in my community. I'm doing a safe space between us because to help me feel better, and to be fair, it probably is. It helps heal me, but it also supporting over 300 and odd members since day one, or not members. We've supported 300 and something people, and when I say support, we've gone overboard, extra miles. It's a nice feeling to know people, 300 different people seek support. So again, to those 300 people, massive round of applause, and to everyone who's told their story today, Lee, Patricia, Kerry, all members, all professionals, whoever's told a story, well done. And before we end it there, Gina's put, we are all warriors for sure. How fucking strong are we all? Bottom line is the pain that's been inflicted by others causes so much trauma. Great pod, guys. Thank you. You're welcome, Gina. And this is why we do this, is because even from day, like I'll ask the guys to end it on Earth first. Patricia, why are you a part of the safe space between us, and what buzz do you get out of it?
I'm part of it because after every single thing
we couldn't find anyone else. That's the only reason we're part of it. I'm joking.
No, because after everything I have gone through, I wanted to make all my negatives into a positive. Right? That's what I changed my career. That's what I trained to be a counselor, to be a coach, to change it into a positive. And what I'm not going to do is change it into a positive out there, but not doing it within my community, because we have to start from within. The way I see it is, if we start from within and we help from within, then it will build up. And that's what I'll do it. And it gives me a buzz knowing that we have talked to people and we have helped up people not doing what they were thinking that they were going to do, or we have helped people understanding that, you know, they are not alone, that we are doing this with them as well, that they have people next to them walking with them through what they are going through. You know, that actually is quite good, because I never had that.
No, and I agree. And it's like, even though I create safe space between us, but without people like you two on the screen, Kerry, and those who've all been involved and no longer wanted to continue helping or just had the anxiety to couldn't continue, it's the reason we do it. And for all the members out there, like I say, we've all been there feeling alone, feeling we can't support, and I hope this creates opportunities for people to come and show, if you're a professional, come and show what you can help with, come and help someone. And I always said, if it saves one person's life, we've done our job. We've had many private messages, and I'm not here to talk numbers. We've had many private messages to say we've saved a life, and maybe they're exaggerating, maybe they're serious, but this is why we do it. Lee, what makes you want to be a part of Safe Space Between Us, and what kind of buzz do you get out of being part?
Yeah, it's just, well, I started off just as a guest on the podcast, and I think once we met, it sort of made me feel like, oh, this is a great mission, and just to hear other people's inspiring stories, and again, the knowing that we're not alone, we're all struggling, but we're all here together. I like that sense of community, and I like the fact that everyone's willing to inspire and share stories with each other. And it's just a learning process. That gives me the buzz. Like speaking to you guys, speaking to members, that just gives me the buzz of learning and being able to give the support.
No, I love that. And again, like, and people who are listening, you won't believe it, me and Patricia have not still physically met in person.
And we live 10 minutes from each other.
Yeah. Me, Lee, Patricia and Carrie all met through this platform. And we just got on really well. We communicated, and them three wanted to be a part of Safe Space Between Us. I couldn't do it alone. Safe Space Between Us is for everyone, and this is why there is a lot of work these guys do with me behind closed doors, talking to MPs, councils, talking to members, talking to not members, trying to become a non-profit charity, trying to do so many different things, and we will get there, and we want to do much more, but obviously in time. But again, this platform's always open for everyone out there. But on that note, what would your message be to anyone struggling this week, Patricia?
Take one day at a time, a moment at a time, because sometimes we need to take a moment at a time. Whatever bad has happened today, leave it in today. Don't take it with you tomorrow.
Good one, Lee.
Remember as well, you're not alone, and just reach out. We're a group and a community here, and our DM's always open. So if you just need to reach out, just reach out to one of us.
And I'll end it on echo what both Patricia and Leah said, but I will leave it on as I used to be the echo of talk when you're ready, but I believe for us to break the stigma, break the silence, you need to find that confidence in you to tell someone what you're going through, if it's here or anywhere, to say you need help. I know it's hard and it's the hardest thing to do, but you leave it for so long, the illness gets worse, the anxiety gets worse, the depression gets worse, people's judgment will get worse. And yes, people will judge. Fuck them. Mind my French. Fuck them.
But it's not just that. Don't you think that there is this stigma that asking for help is you being weak? But the way I see it is asking for help is you being really strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what I was going to say before Patricia interrupted me again. But yeah, it's you being strong. And without people like us who's telling for the next generation, our children, your children, children's children, how are they going to know it's okay to talk? It's okay to talk about your feelings. It's okay to say, I'm a bit scared about this. I'm depressed about this. I'm grieving over this loss. It's okay. I got abused as a child. I'm still getting abused. Whatever it is, let's talk. Tell someone your story. The only way we can break the stigma, break the silence, to educate people, to get people telling us, being open more, and we need people to do it. And this is the platform to do it. If you don't want to do it here, you can email us, and we can read your story out and keep your name out of it. But I do believe you hearing your story being said or hear yourself doing it, it is a massive, massive moment where you will think, I am so proud of myself. I am proud of myself. I am that strong. I am beautiful. I am this. I am that. And always remember, there's so many tools out there that can help you, not just telling your story, like meditation, journaling, cold showers, looking in the mirror and saying, I am beautiful. I am strong. I'm not an idiot. I am not pathetic. I am not this. And your circle, we need to be, if your circle's not supportive, you're in the wrong circle. And I'm sorry to say this, I was in a circle for so long where I thought I had loads of friends. Deep down now, I can count on one hand who my friends are, and 3 of them are involved in a safe space between us. And that's not a sad thing. I feel happier. I feel so much happier. So it's down to you wanting to change. If you want to change, this is the place for you. To those who need support, please do email or message me. If you message Patricia or Lee or anyone, please expect that they will need, for their own protection, to add me to the group or to a chat. But if you do only want to talk to Patricia, for example, just okay it, let Patricia okay it with me, because obviously we have to protect ourselves on what advice we're giving us and what response we're getting as well and stuff like that. But on that note, I want to say thank you for everyone who's listened. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you. Thank you, Lee. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kerry from Hill 5 Empower, and a big volunteer, my PA on the safe space between us. I want to say thank you again for everyone who's commented. Much love. And if you want to tell your story, please do get in touch, because this is your safe space and we'll break the stigma and break the silence. Good night.